let's spin the wheel. What do they do tonight? Here is the NWLS 2023 schedule. Our contestants will be recreating this in 40 minutes. Are you ready for another round of Viz Buzz competitive data visualization? All right, 3, 2, 1, begin. And they're off coding, chat. And let's take a look at our contestants. Tonight, we have Hunter loading in his data right now, running through that load, read CSV through pandas. He is our competitor in Python tonight, trying to redeem himself from the last competition. Let's also take a look at Kwong here. The image in the background, that is what they're trying to recreate, the NWSL. I believe this is National Women's Soccer League, the schedule for the 2023 season. And he is off to the races. There are a few different elements on this plot. The first one being a bar plot, the second being somewhat of a heat map, and the third one being another horizontal bar plot. Let's take a look at Sean Henderson. Sean Henderson loading in his data here. We do have the data loaded. We do have a bunch of different strings in this data as well. We do see Hunter here. Wow, look at this, chat. He is using the GitHub activity data visualization tool called July, and this is actually a really smart way to get a heat map looking visualization as your main graph. This is definitely echoing that GitHub vibe, and he really has it here. This is a calendar heat map plot. And he actually has essentially the basics of this plot already in terms of the main visualization. Now remember, devil is truly in the details. This particular plot type, July, I'm unsure what the compatibility is with Matplotlib, with Seaborn. Is he going to have to literally like put this into PowerPoint, paste it together? Or is this all going to be one graph at the end of the day? We'll see how Hunter does at the end of this, but goodness gracious, what a hot start to our Pythonista. This is big brain stuff. Let's go over to Kwong, trying to sort through some of these features again. We do see this bar plot here. It looks like he has Googled, no, he hasn't Googled anything. He's just doing some color picker stuff. We've seen Kwong do this before, where he has tried to look for aesthetics early, simply because they're the easiest things, the things that are relatively mindless to solve, but also the things that can definitely take a lot of time if you end up worrying about them at the end of the contest. And we see that Sean Henderson has completely switched from using RStudio. I love this. This is fucking fantastic. We see our first contestant of the entire season tackling this one in everyone's favorite dashboarding tool. We are seeing Sean Henderson using Tableau. Sean tried to recreate this heat map inside of Tableau. Then he's gonna drop in bar charts, because all you need to do is drag in the elements and facet them exactly where you think they're gonna be. And look at this. He is drawing these markers. He is trying to recreate this heat map in terms of squares, and he's just gonna hue these squares. That is incredible. What an incredible use of Tableau. A good, efficient thought. Let's tune in on Hunter right now. Hunter, you good for an interview right now?
Yeah, sure.
You seem like you jumped out ahead, really far ahead, using some heat map date visualization tools. It looks like you're also trying to jump into some subplotting in Matplotlib. How do you feel like this is going versus how your first Viz Buzz was going?
Well, I at least have something that somewhat resembles the plot we're looking for. There's pros and cons, obviously, of using a package someone else made. Pro is it's relatively quick. The con is I don't think it has as much customization as I would like it to have. My guess is whoever actually made the real plot probably did it in Power BI. So that would be probably the more straightforward way of doing this, but trying to recreate in Python is always a fun time.
Well, we're all excited to see how far you take it. Thank you for the chat here, Hunter. Good luck.
Looking forward to seeing how turns out.
Let's take a look here at Kwong. Kwong competing in R. He does have a handful of different ways to plot date and frequency information. It looks like he is trying to do that through some Stack Overflow searching, a Stack Overflow search engineer. Is this the real prompt engineers are the ones who can Stack Overflow it correctly. It looks like he's getting some tiles here. It looks somewhat vaguely reminiscent of what we need to see here in terms of the data visualization. He's trying to get to some sort of heat map plot. Let's go back over here to Sean Henderson, our Tableau competitor, and it looks like he is throwing in that horizontal bar plot. This is exactly what I thought would happen. He would just identify the elements and customize the elements to oblivion. And look how he has done this. He has date in columns with, or month in columns. Now we have another element that is a horizontal bar chart. Kwong, you wanna interview right now? Hello. I see that this is a rare moment because typically when we turn to your part of the competition, you tend to have like something on screen, but this is a rare moment where you have a blank.
Yeah, just got a bomb actually. Just had to restart.
You had an R bomb.
Yeah,
Wow.
I'm trying to figure out what goes wrong here, and I have no idea. Hold on.
Okay, well, an R bomb is you do have time to recover, but hopefully you will use the time wisely. I'll let you go, Kwong. Good luck to you.
All right, thanks.
Very common for our users to experience what is known as an R bomb. This is when a session crashes, and you'll see a little bomb logo. We'll return to him in a bit. Let's go over to Sean Henderson, who was plotting all of this in... Oh, and look at this. He is organizing his canvas. Look at this dashboard layout, ladies and gentlemen. You could actually see a handful of these elements, and we'll probably see him resize ultimately all of these at the end of the day. But you can see the gray lines and the teal lines here. Remember, he's trying to recreate this data visualization, and he does have some of those bar elements. Hunter, looking at a bar plot, looks like bar H, which does come from the matplotlib library. We'll see if bar H ends up doing what he needs it to do, create a horizontal bar plot. Hunter admits that he is not exactly the best at data visualization, but clearly he has some data viz chops. He has 11 minutes, 16 seconds left to go. Sean Henderson also maybe stuck a little. He has these squares here, but he's really he's been working on this over the last 10, 20 minutes. He hasn't been able to figure out the hue. That's the lighter to darker hue of a particular color.
Yes, I just realized the shading issue. I had no idea what that meant. Now I gotta figure that out.
We all noticed your pivot from RStudio to Tableau. How do you, is Tableau more of your go-to data viz domain?
For right now, yes, but I don't want that to be the case later on. But as of right now, my experience level, yes.
Okay, well, we definitely appreciate you doing this in Tableau. I've wanted Tableau, and you have a lot of people in chat very much appreciating a competitor in Tableau. So thanks for competing, and I'll let you get back to it.
Great, I love that.
Kwong is the one that we are most worried about, chat. Kwong is the person who really, the first 2 episodes of Viz Buzz, he just soared. Very precise in terms of visualization. This one truly is running him in circles. It's so difficult. And it looks so close though. Look at this. He has the square elements, but is this accurate enough? Look at this, chat. He is doing this in Google Slides. Never fear, Google Slides is here. Hunter doing this in Python, but I don't know where Hunter is. We haven't moved off of this particular screen in a while. Unsure where we got 30 seconds to go. Here's Kwong. Kwong has done this all in Google Slides. He exported all of his elements. Can he put all the titles in before the competition is over with 20 seconds left to go? Sean Henderson here. Sean Henderson looking like he's trying to just shove this bar plot in to the side, but it's not exactly looking perfect like the recreation that we need. 6 seconds left. Here we are with Hunter again, who got off to such a quick start. And we are at time. Please post. Please post your links onto the Kaggle, exclamation, Viz Buzz in chat. Wow, that is wild. They're trying to recreate this data visualization in the bottom right corner. This is Kwong. How well did Kwong do? Think about the elements, the accuracy, the labels, the colors, all of it. Let's take a look at Sean Henderson's. How did Sean do in terms of accuracy of data? How about aesthetics, labels? Let's take a look at Hunter. How did we do in terms of accuracy, representation of the data? Few seconds left to vote. Number 1 will get 5 points. Second place will get 3 points. Third place will get 1 point. And it is Sean with the win here. Kwong and Hunter splitting the points. Sean winning 5 points from chat, and 2 points to Hunter, 2 points to Kwong. I do have this. Sean recreating the majority of the elements, and in terms of data accuracy, he did represent faithfully a lot of the data. Kwong, I give him second place, so that's 3 points to Kwong and 1 point to Hunter. So right now as it stands, Sean with 10 points, Kwong with 5, Hunter with 3. But remember, 5 points will go to the winner of the bot round. Let's start with Hunter. The Tantastic image comparison tool built specifically for Viz Buzz. Let's see how Hunter did. Hunter scores a 61.5 similarity score. Kwong needs to be 61.5% similarity. Kwong, 78.9% similarity. Was able to get his bar plots in there. Again, some sizing issues here, but that's no bother. Sean Henderson needs to beat 78.9. Let's go. Needs to beat 78.9. 82.6. He wins tonight. That is a win for Sean Henderson. Let's go live to Sean Henderson. Sean Henderson, how do you feel with a dub for the dashboarding community?
I feel wonderful. What a night.
From not being able to load in like a plot in RStudio to coming back and just absolutely throttling everyone, must feel pretty good for redemption here.
Yeah. Oh, it feels wonderful.
That's good. This is some solid Ohio State attire here.
Student athlete, baby.
There you go. Any shout outs you want to give? Anything you want to say to Viz Buzz potential competitors or competitors next week?
I won't be doing it next week, so somebody will dethrone me. In round 1, if you mess up, you can always redeem yourself. Switching to a whole nother program.
Well, that's great. Well, we appreciate you having the guts to do it, not just once, but twice. And appreciate you being on the stream and showing us some Tableau tonight.
Thank you.
There we go, chat. Sean Henderson with the W. That was Viz Buzz tonight, chat. Thanks for coming in and hanging out and doing Viz Buzz. That's all from me.